A lot of people have bought into it. I don't know why, but they think that their credit does not matter. It seems like some people are getting confused. Some people are, thinking that, hey, I just can pay cash for everything. They listen to talk radio hosts, they listen to podcasters, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I could tell you point blank that having good credit does matter. And in this video, I'm going to detail the reasons why good credit matters. And for some reason, I would pretty much guarantee that every one of the people who are telling people, don't worry about your credit, don't worry about things like buying a house, don't worry about all of the things that people with good credit seem to be happy about, being able to have doors open to them, that it doesn't matter. Like, they just stay in your bad credit environment because it doesn't matter. But here's the truth. Credit controls everything: where you live, what you drive, and how much you pay for basic things like insurance or even a cell phone bill. Think about that. Now, here's the worst part about it, is that bad credit doesn't just block opportunities, it makes everything you already have more expensive. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to break down exactly how credit affects your life and why improving it is not optional. It's about truly surviving in this type of economy that we live in. So the first thing we want to talk about is buying a car. Your credit score determines your interest rates. A good credit score could mean a very low percentage rate, and a bad credit score, if you watch my subprime videos about some of those subprime auto lenders, people paying 20, 26%. I think the highest was 36% on a car. Could you imagine a 36% on a car? Renting or buying a home, landlords and mortgage lenders check your credit score before they trust you with their property, or they trust you with buying a house with the money to buy a house. Even setting up utilities. Yes, the electric or internet companies and cell phone companies may require you to put a deposit up that you could have put in a CD account, or you could have put towards your retirement to earn money for you. It's sitting in their account, making them interest solely because you have bad credit. Even jobs and job promotions, employers are checking credit reports to see how responsible an individual is with their own money before they hire them for their jobs or they promote them for their jobs. Credit is important. Don't be fooled. So now let's talk about some of the things that I call a bad credit tax. This is like a silent cost to people every day who live with bad credit. Car loans, a $25,000 car loan could cost you $10,000 or more in interest over the same period of time that a person with good credit would pay a lot less for that same loan. Credit cards. People who have good credit pay low interest for credit cards. I've seen offers for 29.99% on credit cards, and this is the honest truth. I don't even know why my credit card company did this. Citi Card sent me, when I logged in, they said that they're going to give me 0% on all of my purchases for the next full year. One time they offered it for 6 months, and then the next time they said it for a full year. Now, why are they doing that? Because they're like, hey, if we offer it to him, he'll buy more stuff on credit, and maybe we'll start, instead of having him pay it off, we're going to start making some interest on those payments. It's also to entice me to use my card more at the vendors that accept the cards, because even if I pay off my card at the end of the month, or when it's due, the merchants paid a fee for the privilege of using the credit card for purchases. So no matter what, they're going to make some money from the whole deal, but that's the reasoning behind it. But the big deal, or the big lesson of it, is that I have excellent credit. My credit scores fluctuate from 843 to 849. it fluctuates. I don't, the reasons why on that. I won't get into it, but it fluctuates. So this again, people with good credit pay less for the same things that people with good credit pay more for. So let's just say that I didn't decide to pay off the stuff, that I just wanted to just pay a little bit off each month. They're going to give me a full year to do that. Cell phone plan. People are paying these huge deposits on cell phone plan. People are paying huge deposits. Like I've seen a person where they had to put $1,500 down when I was at the Verizon store, and I was like, this person, they're making them put $1,500 down. That $1,500 could go to any, whatever, if they put it in their bank and their bank paid them a minimal percentage rate of interest. This is the thing that I know I repeat it, but I try to get this across because it's these little bitty things that get people. As a matter of fact, having good credit, I have not had to pay for a new cell phone. I've been with Verizon for probably since 1999. Been with Verizon, and I have not, only one time, and we have, I believe, 20 different phones on there because my employees also use. So I have a plan, and I have it under my business. They just keep saying, Steve, we'll just give you the phones. Not even on payment plans or not. They're just saying, here are the phones. You just keep these 20 phones on there. And every time it cycles through, they're just like, hey, here's a new phone. But also with those, whenever I want to add a line that we need to add a line, they don't do anything because I have excellent credit. There's no fees. There's no charges. Like they'll try to throw on like a $30 activation on the phone, and I'm like, I don't want to pay activation. And guess what they do? They say, we're not going to charge you activation. They always find a way to not charge me anything because they want to keep those payments coming in. But what does that representative go and look at? They look at that payment history. What does that payment history mean? Good credit. If they want to run my credit, they look at my credit scores, and they look at my credit. They're like, he has excellent credit, low risk. We want to keep this person as a customer because someone can come and swipe them. When you have good credit, they want to keep you because they're like, hey, if we're playing a long game with this customer, they're going to beat out anyone that we have right now that has bad credit because we're playing a long game. That's what these companies do. So when you're stuck paying more, it's harder for you to save. When it's harder for you to save, it's harder for you to catch up. That's how the system keeps people trapped. Working harder, but falling further behind because credit controls access to affordable money. It's not about being bad with money. It's about not knowing how to fight back. Fix your credit reports and build it the right way. Here's the good news. Credit can be rebuilt. The Fair Credit Reporting Act gives you the right to challenge anything inaccurate, outdated, unverifiable. Start small, dispute the errors, pay down credit cards, add positive trade lines, and never ignore your credit reports again. You can fix it. And when you do, the doors to better rates, lower payments, and financial freedom will start to open up. If you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. Watch the video, What Makes Us Different, so you can see my 8-point validation process, my two-phase settlement process. If you need your credit reports and scores, go to the website, your3scores.com to grab your TransUnion, Equifax, Experian credit reports, and all 3 scores. If you have debt collectors coming after you early, before they sue you, go to summinsmaster.com where you can upload your debt letter from that debt collector. It'll create an exclusive certified debt validation letter that will stop most debt collectors in their track. If you're being sued by a debt collector, go to summinsmaster.com, upload a PDF file of your summons, and it'll create a fully formatted response to every allegation to your summons and a defense to help you win your case. Go to summinsmaster.com. Subscribe to the channel, post your questions and comments. This is Stephen A. Williams, President and founder of thecreditrepairshop.com.